Hello everyone. Welcome to my FlossTube episode 1 of 2026. It is January 30th. It's kind of getting late in the evening here in East Tennessee, and we are expecting some ice and snow type weather throughout the weekend. Of course, those of you that know, it is East Tennessee, so we never know what we're going to get. But it is really cold. If you can hear a noise running in the background, I have a little heater plugged up here because really in our house, our heat is not keeping up with the cold. And so I have an electric heater that I just plug up and put in front of me or beside of me whenever I'm just feeling too nippy, too chilly, and I use that. Also, I just came in a little bit ago from a walk on the treadmill in the garage, and it was very cold out there. And of course, I was wearing my short sleeves and my capris. That didn't help any. But it helped me have a better walk, a good brisk walk. So I really enjoyed my walking time outside. If you are new here, my name is Sherry. Thank you for stopping by. And for those of you who have followed me or have been following me, welcome back. And I haven't been here since I think it was October 4th. Was the last time I filmed. So hopefully I'm going to do better this year and be able to keep up with as many cross stitchers as I can on FlossTube and get myself rotating back in the stitching community. I really enjoy seeing everyone's videos, and I've been seeing a lot of the WIP parades lately, and I've really enjoyed that. So this is kind of I'm going to be calling this my starts and WIP parade, because I have several things I went through during the month of January that I either kitted up or did a little start on. And I also have some WIPs that are going to be coming through for 2026 that I want to put some priority on. And I would like for this FlossTube to be my guide throughout the year that I can go back and look at in case I forget something, because everything I'm going to be showing I'm in love with and I would like to be able to work on. So, but I would also like to get finishes. But I definitely want to use this as a guide, and hopefully it will be something you all will enjoy watching too. This will probably be done in a couple of parts. I don't have like a lot of filming time on my phone. It's like 34 minutes at this point. And so I'm thinking that I will be doing this in a couple of parts. I don't think I will get through everything that I want to show like within that amount of time. But I think videos like this, I enjoy seeing other people do. I'm just hanging out at home, and I've got my comfortable t-shirt on, and I might actually take a break and fix me a cup of coffee in a little bit, and I'm just enjoying the evening and spending time filming this for the FlossTube and cross-stitching community, and I'm really excited about this. So, I did want to say before I get started with my things I have started or I've kitted up to start and my WIPs, I wanted to mention a few people that I have been watching lately because I really enjoyed watching their floss tubes. And one of them is Monica's Stitching Studio. I have followed her on Instagram for quite a few years, and she has her own designs. And I've often thought, oh, I would love to see a floss tube from her. So she started her FlossTube channel, and just think a lot of you probably already know this, especially if you are on Instagram. She started her FlossTube a few weeks or so ago. I think she might have. I didn't check it. Let's see. I saw she posted a new video. She's doing FlossTube Fridays, so she's filming on Fridays, and I have it on my schedule to watch later tonight. And I really enjoy seeing her designs. They're beautiful. And I'm actually planning on purchasing some of those in the near future to stitch myself because they're so beautiful. And so if you haven't seen her designs and you haven't seen her floss tube, go check her out at Monica's Stitching Studio. And she's also Monica's Stitching Studio on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, you could follow her. Also, I discovered the Sky Blue Stitcher. I thoroughly enjoyed her WIP parade. And she's got a few videos out, and just go check her out. And I will leave these in my description box below. And I also discovered 5 Oaks Farm Stitching. I really enjoyed watching her floss tube, and she had some great projects she was working on, and so did the Sky Blue Stitcher. I just enjoyed seeing what they had to offer and show, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. Okay, with that, I'll go into some of my starts or things that I'm kitting up for starts. And this is totally different for me because my glasses fell to the ground. We'll see if I can make it without them. But this is totally different for me to do this many starts at one time. But I did think it would be fun to do and to show. And so we're gonna go with this and just see how it goes. So the first one I want to show you, I'm not doing these in any particular order. And I do want to say that some of the projects you'll see will have floss hanging from the front of them. Some of the Aida cloth I'm going to show is all wrinkled and kind of rough looking. And yeah, but hopefully that won't bother you. Hopefully it will just give you an idea of what I'm doing, and then you'll see them all looking better from when I show them next time. So we're just going to jump into it. So the first one I want to show, the first thing that it was not my first start, but this is coming up my first thing to show, is from the Cross Country Stitching magazine. And this is October 2007. issue of the Cross Stitching magazine, Cross Country Stitching. Now, I do want to say, I don't know if this will show up backwards. I tried to fix my phone setting, and I'm hoping that when this is posted, that things won't be backwards. But please be patient with me, and if it does show up backwards, hopefully next time I can have that fixed. So the name of the project that I'm going to be doing from this is called Honor and Majesty. So it's really pretty, or I like it. It's got the Bible verse on it. It says, honor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. From Psalm 96, verse 6. So here is what it looks like. I love all the animals. The rabbits, this little owl, all these little birds. And, you know, down here, you know, it's got some patches, another owl, and another rabbit, some houses. And I just love this. I think I will leave off, and of course, I'll wait to do this last to see if I'm going to leave this off. But I'm thinking I may leave all of this off and the stitching around it. So we'll see what happens as I stitch this and to see if I decide to add this. But I'm thinking I'm going to leave this off and just cross stitch it without that. But this little owl right here, I started with him and I only got him, he's not even completely done, but he looks so cute. So I'm going to show this. Like I said, it's just a little start, and it's got me, you know, it's got me stitching. So this is like a 14 count oatmeal Aida, and that's what I'm going to stitch it on. There's the beginnings of the owl where I started, and you know, I know I'm not going to be showing you all a lot of progress on these, but I just wanted to see you what I just wanted to show you what I was starting and working on. Sometimes it's just really fun to look at the different designs, and so that's what I did with this. So that is the first one I wanted to show you. So we'll see what comes up second, because literally I'm not doing these in any order. And I just remembered, before I go on, I wanted to show you all something that I'm going to be using throughout the year. I already had this here. I know a lot of you use the Book of Days to record your stitching and all that stuff, but I already had this. I think one of my daughters picked it out, and it's a planner, and I love this because I love the mountains here, and the flowers, the wildflowers, and the waterfall. I just love nature. So this was a good thing that my daughter picked out for me. So I'm going to use it, and of course I haven't recorded just one thing I put for January. I was stitching a I think from, I'm trying to think of the name of it. Maybe I'll think of it later. But I was stitching something that I had copied at the library, or and I decided that it just wasn't going well. So I decided to put it aside for a while. And that's what I had recorded here the day I started it. And I determined that that wasn't going to work out for me. I didn't like, once I really saw the colors for it, I really didn't like it. And it was for everybody that knows me, it was a kind of a coastal cross stitch piece. But I think later I'm going to look at that closer and maybe change the colors and see how that goes for me. But I got into this thing about picking out all my starts, things I wanted to start. So that took my attention. So I do have days I need to go in and on here, before February starts, which is like within another day, and I need to fill in like some things that I started or picked out, and just to have that for January, so January won't be completely empty. But yeah, so that's the planner I'm going to use, and as my so-called book of days. And I'm going to do some journaling in it about my stitching also. So lay that aside. Okay, so the next thing here that's underneath my pile is the book from Blackbird Designs. It's called Winds of Autumn. I know a lot of you have stitched from this book and have seen the projects in this book. And I've had this for quite a while and have really loved looking through their projects. And I even started one like a few years ago, and I didn't finish it. But I'm ready to start it again. And it's called Spell of the Moon. I've seen many of you do this one. So just in case you haven't seen it, that's the one I want to do. And I have a fabric that I'm going to show you. And it's one of those fabrics that is all wrinkled and rough looking. But I have to cut down the piece I want to use for it, and I think it'll all go well. So I originally started it on this fabric from I think this might be a 16 count fabric. I'm trying to see what it looks like one maybe I coffee dyed. So yeah. So this is what it looked like on this fabric. But I only got, as you can see, I only got part of the tree at the time. So this tree right here, it looks like that I did this part of the tree and then started working my way up. So I am going to most likely start this over. I have like a mottled type gray fabric over here. Reach over. So I had started something on this and then quit, and or didn't like it on this particular fabric, so you might see some of that while I'm showing this. But I'm just going to try to fold this over. So like I said, it doesn't look like much where it's all wrinkled, but you get the idea. So I'm thinking of doing Spell of the Moon on this fabric right here. I can't remember the name of it. I think I may have, I think I got this fabric at Dixie Darling that used to be in Pigeon Forge. And, you know, they closed a few years ago. And now I go to Cross Stitch and Crafts in Johnson City, Tennessee. And I love those ladies there. It's always fun to make a trip out there and get my fabric and look at their patterns, the patterns they have there, and I enjoy that a lot, and just always have a lot of fun. I end up in there like for maybe an hour to 2 hours, sometimes just talking and looking. So I'm actually wanting to make a trip there as soon as the weather gets a little warmer and, you know, clears up. So I do want to go for I try to go like twice a year. So, and then stock up quite a bit when I go. So Spell of the Moon is definitely one I want to start. And the good thing about this, it calls for very few floss colors. And so it's easy to travel with, or even like if I'm just not wanting to think too much about things, and just, you know, have a easy stitch, then that's one of them. It's the design is 65 wide by 89 high, so not very large at all. And I do plan on picking that back up. And as I was picking out my starts, I thought it was funny that the first one I showed you has a couple owls in it, and then this one has an owl. So it's funny. But I also had some other things in this book I want to start. So I'm going to move over. It's page 18 in this book. And these are small and call, like I said, for very few floss colors. So I am definitely going to be starting these. So this one is called Bittersweet September. And there is what it looks like. It's so pretty. I haven't picked out a fabric for this yet. And I'm thinking that I may kind of switch up the pattern just a little bit, because I'm not a huge fan of stitching the alphabet. So I don't know. When I get to it, I might decide I'll just do the whole pattern. But nevertheless, I'm going to do this in some form or fashion, because it's just so pretty. Fall is my favorite time of the year. I love fall. I would love to see it stretch out longer than what it does, but at least we get to enjoy it for a short period of time. So the next start that I'm going to do from this same book is called Autumn Sound. And let me see if I can fold this over. And it's the same, not very many floss colors, but it's beautiful. So that is a stitch that I'm going to start. I love it. Okay, I had another one. I mean, this book packs a big punch. If you have not seen this book, I would totally recommend you getting this book. It's got some beautiful patterns in it. So the next one that I wanted to start, it's on page 26 of this book. And it's called Blooming Sunflowers. I'm not sure how well you can see it. Hold up here the best I can. So I want to start this one. And probably by the next time you see me, I will already have some of these going. But that's so sweet. And there's one more here. There's one more. I'm not sure if I will start this year, but I do want to show it because it's beautiful, and I've seen other people do this one too. And this is the Mighty Acorn. So this is like a larger piece. It's like 119 stitches wide by 185 high. But I love this. This might be the year I start it. I'll kind of see after I get my FlossTube uploaded and see what happens with all my stitching. The next one I want to show you. Let's see. Everything's kind of things have disappeared all of a sudden. But I do have a big stack of stuff here. Okay. I have already picked out my fabric for this. I have my colors pulled for this, my floss colors. And it's from the Cross Stitch magazine. Let's see, I didn't look at it real closely. Where's the information on it? I don't know. I don't see the date, but it's a Leisure Arts publication. I'll give you more information about that when I find it. But yes, definitely I'm starting this. I love this. And I'm doing something a little different for me. Normally I would put that on like a white fabric or a cream colored fabric. But I have decided to use this piece of fabric that I've had for quite a while. This is like the 18 count fabric. And of course, like I said, it came out of the package. I pulled it out. So I haven't done any ironing. And this is I don't know if this is one called a Touch of Pink or Cameo Pink. It's one or the other. And so I will be most likely stitching on this. I will have to get the floss colors I pulled and lay them on top of this and see if it's going to look right. But that's pretty much what I'm planning for this. Okay. So the next one is actually, I don't have a cover photo for it right now. I may hold off till the next time I film and show it, because it looks like I'm getting close to my 34 minutes. And I will show this. This is an active WIP that I had. It's from the Just Cross Stitch magazine, the September-October 2012 issue. I started before Thanksgiving working on this cornucopia. I had decided that I most likely won't do the border for this. I just want to do the inside part. And I started this on a 14 count oatmeal Aida, and I do have a thread hanging in the front. So like I said, later on you'll see these more fresh and cleaned up. But this is my progress. So that's my progress on this, and I love this project. And so basically I am in this area. I cross stitched this pumpkin, and I went into here, and I've got some of the grapes done, and it looks like I moved, let's see, it looks like I moved over to here and started stitching this squash. So I think that's a squash or zucchini. Okay. But that's where I am with this. And I'm absolutely loving it. I quit at some point after Thanksgiving, or right up at the point of Thanksgiving, because I hadn't really done a lot of stitching throughout the holidays. And so I'm ready to pick these things back up. I see that I am running out of time on my phone, so I am going to stop here and upload this video, and then I will probably do my part 2. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. I know it's been kind of rushed, or it seems to me like it's been kind of rushed, but I have some other things I'm really excited about to show you, and I hope to see you in the next video. So until then, everyone keep warm and safe, and just have if you're getting the bad weather, if that's coming, hopefully you're, like I said, warm and safe, and be able to be with your family. So until the next video, I will see you all later. Bye.